Good morning, Chardon High School. Today is September 2nd, 2014, the day in which you are receiving your Chromebooks. I ask teachers to please take attendance if you have not done so already. This is your morning announcements. There will be no further announcements after today's homeroom. Again, teachers, do not pass out any Chromebooks at this time until you have gone through at least this first slide, because this is very important information for all students to hear. The Chromebook distribution is the biggest part of this morning. Making sure that every student receives the proper device assigned to them with the proper serial number, and having a student sign off on that saying, "I've received that device," is probably the biggest part of today. After that, it's going to be a little playful. Students are going to log into their Chromebooks, follow along with this presentation, and furthermore, signing off on a document that says, "I agree to the terms of these conditions." To walk you through some of the presentation of today, it's specified by time. Again, the time is going to vary per classroom, but it all leads up into you receiving your Chromebook and logging in and signing off on this policy form. First period will begin at 9:15 today, and it will continue with 33 minutes of class instruction for the most part throughout the entire day. Now to this presentation. As you can see, I'm using a screencast called Snagit, which is a great tool for teachers and students, especially for doing presentations. At this time, Mr. Lin and I are actually working on this presentation as we speak. So you can see in the corner, you can see that he is right there. What I'm going to do is put it into presentation mode so you can see a little bit of what you're about to go through. In this presentation, students are going to learn a little bit about today's distribution, along with the machine that you have received, what it is powered to do with its operating system, just in a small version, watching a video, along with going through the various things that matter: the general care, security, and protection. Some of the things that you will learn are what not to do and what to do by the images that you see. Oftentimes we've heard from other districts about where people often lose their machines, so we have placed in things, in a common area of making sure that you're always conscious of where your device is located. Teachers are going to go through various things about what happens if something happens to it, where can I get a loaner if I have forgotten or something's wrong with my Chromebook that day, where do I return it, along with theft and protection, some of the key aspects of password protection, background and inappropriate images, the proper use of technology, form that you've already signed out, but just as a helpful reminder, and the fact that your Chromebook cannot print to the devices or to the machines in our building. That's why we still have our uh, our desktop computers in the library. The last thing that students are going to do is hit on this Chardon policy form, where you are going to fill in your last name, your first name, your grade level, the contact area of best number, along with your last class that you have a day, and then I agree to the terms of this policy. I'd like to turn it over back to your teacher, who is going to be going through the rest of today's presentation. Again, if there are any Chromebooks left over in your totes that are either from a student who is absent or a student that happens to not be in your classroom, please put them in your tote, bring them back down to the library by 9:05. Have a great day. Go Toppers.